Are you starved? We're not talking about your stomach here. We're talking about your relationship.
According to CDFI relationship coach Matt Townsend, when a marriage is starved of basic essentials, that's kind of when things start to go south and feel a little rocky.
Yes, that's where it hits the proverbial fan.
You have a proverbial fan?
I don't know. You know what? Yellow shirt day.
We have to talk about this. Hold on.
Yeah, we need
this for a second, Erica.
You two match in a really cute, coordinated kind of a way.
Not
we do.
Coordinated way.
I don't know why you didn't get the memo. But anyway, yellow's in. It's the new black.
Is it? Okay.
That's what they say.
The color
Do
of
the
the
fist
season.
bump just to solidify the wardrobe coordination. Nice.
So here's the deal.
Okay, back now to the topic we're really talking about here. The starved.
That was just interesting. But, okay, every couple I know comes to me, same issues. Every single one. Money, kids, sex, friends, neighbors, cell phones, technology, all this stuff, right? They all bring up this stuff. I call that stuff the smoke. It's not the real issue. I had a couple fight about her purse because it was $400 and he was so mad, couldn't believe it. She then turns the discussion, well, how much was your golf bag? So now we're fighting about his golf bag. Then we went to golf clubs. That's all smoke, not the real issue. Underneath all of these issues that every couple fights about, there's there's a fire that causes the real issue, okay? I teach there's 7 basic needs. If you'll meet 7 needs, the smoke goes away. If you'll never meet these 7 needs because you fight about the purse or whatever, you're gonna have problems. So the 7 basic needs I call the starve stuff. It's the name of the new book. Starve stuff. This is this really good-looking guy.
What a stunning picture. He's not wearing a yellow shirt there.
It's my only picture, and it's hot. But in the starve stuff, 7 basic needs. So we did it starve so you can remember it. And I'm going to run through them quickly, but then I want to get into detail on a few of them, okay? Basic need number 1 is safety. If you want to be with somebody long-term, you got to feel safe with them. Physically, socially, emotionally, mentally, financially. That couple fighting about the money, it's really a safety issue. T stands for trust. You got to trust each other. I got to trust that you are honest, you're decent. I got to trust you have character and that you're a competent partner. Everybody that comes to me that has a trust issue with their partner, it's usually I don't either trust their character or they're incompetent. And I can't trust being with them, okay? So safety and trust. Think of you out there listening. Think, is your marriage safe? Are you safe with your partner, and do you trust your partner? The third one is appreciation. If you want to be with somebody long-term, you've got to feel like they appreciate you. Like Marty, my wife, she feels most appreciated when I vacuum. Weird. I feel more appreciated when we touch. So I want touch, she wants vacuuming.
You don't do it at the same time.
No, we tried. It's just weird. So, but if you think about your marriages, if you're fighting a lot about intimacy, if you're fighting about home chores and housework and stuff like that, you probably have an appreciation issue. Okay? R stands for respect. If you want to be with somebody long-term, you got to feel like they respect you. They revere you. They don't make a decision without you. They don't just bring a car home. Hey, hon, I bought a car for you. Really, a 2-seater. Wow, because I have 6 kids. Well, yeah, well, if you don't want it, I'll take it. I'll take it if you don't want the car. Have you ever had somebody buy something that you knew was for them, not for you?
Yeah.
And try to give it as a gift.
And they weren't, that's not respect. So respect is where they still say, thanks, love you, excuse me, all those things we should do to be respectful. Think about your marriage. Do you feel like your partner respects you? So we have safety, trust, appreciation, respect. V stands for validation.
And you talk about this a lot from both perspectives, just feeling validated.
Validation is, I think, the biggest communication problem we have. Validation is where I don't have to agree with what you're saying, but I don't dismiss it. I don't ignore it like it's stupid. I don't poo-poo it and walk away from it. If you're feeling sad, I can understand. Help me understand why you're sad. And I don't have to agree or disagree. I can get and understand what's going on in how you're thinking about this. One time I was in a place in Mississippi. I walked out. It was so muggy. I said, oh, it's so muggy here. And a guy said, this is nothing. Try Vietnam. And I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need Vietnam.
Never mind.
But it's possible for a Utah boy to feel Biloxi, Mississippi's muggy. And all he had to do was get into me. To validate somebody, just get into them and understand their heart. Tell me where you're from, because if he knew I was from Utah, he'd say, oh, well, it's dry in Utah. No wonder you're dying here, right? So safety, trust, appreciation, respect, validation, encouragement, and dedication. Encouragement comes from the root word cœur, which means heart, which in French, in the French word is cœur, which is the root of courage. If you want a long-term relationship, I've got to be able to get into your heart. To encourage somebody, I got to know what's in your heart and do what I can to help you reach those goals. Do you have a partner that encourages you? And last but not least is dedication. If you want to be with somebody long-term, you got to feel like they're dedicated, that they're in, that they care more about you than any other person, place, or thing. And I found when those 7 needs aren't met, you start to feel starved. And when people feel starved, people starve people. When my needs aren't being met and I'm not being fed, you're not going to be fed. And I become selfish, and I become reactive, and we start the spiral where I don't feed you till you feed me, you don't feed me till I feed you.
As you look over, I mean, you've been coaching couples for how long?
15 years.
15 years. As you look over the starved list, because these apply to, like you said, a lot of different problems, what one basic essential do you feel couples lack the most?
Okay,
There's
here's
one
the
way to work
two.
on it
It's
today.
actually two. One's male, one's female.
Okay.
Safety. Most of the time, women feel safety issues. They feel fear. Women are much more inclined to feel fear than men are.
So the women feel the fear. Is there a way for the man to determine, when he goes home, he says, I want to determine, is there a warning sign he can pick up that his wife is not feeling safe?
3 signs, I call them vital signs: negative emotion, misunderstandings, or mistrust. Anytime you see those 3 things happening, negative emotion going up, misunderstandings, or mistrust, guarantee your wife's got a starved issue.
It's a safety situation.
And it could be safety, or it could be any of the starved.
Okay.
So women tend to feel fear, and men tend to feel respect issues. Like, don't disrespect me. So like if my wife says, hey, we got to talk about that tax bill. When are you going to pay that tax bill? She's doing it for safety's sake, financially, and I'm feeling disrespect. Well, you don't think I have a brain? You don't think I've got this planned? Well, you didn't pay it last year on time, so I wanted to just, okay, so I don't know how to pay a tax bill. Is that what you're saying? So a lot of times men feel disrespected or shamed, and women feel fear, and that cycle of fear and disrespect is what spirals us down. And the whole book is about how do we stop the starved stuff and start feeding. How do I start identifying what my partner needs? Usually it's their biggest complaint.
Because you've got to see a need, and a lot of times, is that the issue? People don't see the need, because very few people are going to say, "Oh, I don't want my spouse to feel safe," or "I don't want my spouse."
No, we all.
to try
These
to
are
feel
our
safe."
values.
You think they see the need? They just we just don't know what to do with them.
Well, part of it is I'm starved, so I know you've got needs, but so do I. So feed mine, and I'll feed yours.
So we intentionally withhold
you
the
start.
nourishment, whatever.
The funny thing is, our values are safety. We know we need to make people safe. We know we should be trustworthy and respectful and appreciative and validating and encouraging. We all know that. The problem is we're not living our values. And we're not living our values because we're starved. And when you're starved, you feel justified to go against your values. You're a jerk because you don't make me safe, so I'm going to disrespect you, you scumbag.
That cycle just
Don't call me a
continues.
scumbag. I'm out of here. And then we leave so you don't feel safe,
I don't
and
like
it
that you
starts to
pointed at
spiral.
me when you said
I know, I don't
but
know
I'm
why.
sure that was just
But
a
it's just
general
because you're not
example.
wearing yellow.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
That's right.